Hi, and thank you for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot, and I'm Diana. This reading is going to be for the month of September for the astrological sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anywhere in your birth chart that Aries might appear. So let's go ahead and get started. I'd also like to take a second and invite you, if you're new, to subscribe and click on the little notification bell so that you're sure to get alerted whenever I upload new content. You'll also find links to my social media in the description box below. And if you would like a personalized reading based on your birth time and your partner's birth time and birth dates, then you can email me at midnightmoontarot@gmail.com and request that. Okay? What are the love messages for Aries for the month of September 2019? What are the love messages for Aries for the month of September 2019? What are the love messages for Aries? I'm looking at my tripod. It's kind of wiggling. Hang on, let me see if I can adjust this a little better. All right. See if it wiggles now. Okay. What are the love messages for Aries for the month of September 2019? What are the love messages for Aries for September 2019? Okay, I'm going to do this one more time. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and divide these up. All right. So the card on the bottom of the deck, this guy's been showing up a lot, okay? It is the Two of Pentacles, okay? So whenever he shows up, this tells me that someone is maybe not focused on you. They seem a little selfish, a little self-involved. They seem to be a little careless with your feelings. Okay, so this is going to be the card that is the overall energy for this particular reading. Okay, and as we go along, let me see if I can fix this a little better. Okay, this a little better. All right, as we go through this reading, I will show you how this card is going to relate to the other cards in your spread. Okay, now when I read, okay, the first card, the first row is for you. I do 4 rows. First row represents you. The second row represents your love, okay, your divine partner, whoever is most and foremost and forefront in your heart, whether that is your present partner, a past partner, if you're single and it's been a while since you've been with anyone, it could be someone that was significant in your past and maybe coming back around again, okay? The third is the obstacles, the third row, and the fourth row is the outcome. Now I read these first 8 cards, and of course the story is rarely ever complete, so I do clarifiers and continue to lay cards down as we excuse me, estrogen soda. As we get through this reading, I will pull additional cards to clarify as we go along. Okay, so I see that we have the Death card, and he looks so formal. You have people down here on their knees begging and pleading, like, please, please don't take me, please don't take me. Okay, you're feeling a little sensitive and a little defensive with this 9 of Wands. Now, I don't know if this is for you or if this is how your partner is making you feel at the moment, Aries, but I'm feeling kind of like it is for you. Not that you are the one who was showing carelessness with your partner's feelings, but it feels as if your partner may not be showing you as much attention or as much devotion, or they seem to be careless and uncaring about how you're feeling, okay? They're oblivious to it. And you're down here feeling as if you're dying, all right? And it's making you feel defensive. You know, when you talk to your partner and ask for more attention and stuff, it's making you feel like you are less than a partner, less than a love. Because if they were, you know, really and truly focused on you, you feel as if you wouldn't have to ask for their attention. There could be other circumstances involved. They could be going through something. They might have something going on at work. They may have something going on in other parts of their lives. They may have had issues in their past, or past relationships, or even in their childhood, that makes it hard for them to show love and affection like they should. But they certainly do think of this relationship as one that they want to be in for a while. But I do see there is a lot of petty bickering and arguing going on, which is probably why you feel, another reason you feel defensive a lot. You know, you have to speak up for yourself when you feel hurt or you feel wronged. But when your partner just turns around and instead of addressing the issue, they call names, that's not really a good thing. Your obstacles are the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So, of course, I see that there may be some dishonesty and some sneakiness and some lying going on. And I see that this one is for you. This one is your partner, okay? So, I see that you're afraid to move forward. You're kind of stuck. You want this relationship, but you don't want to go through the hurt and trauma of leaving this relationship and walking away from it and ending it. I see that you really and truly want to, you know, work on this, but it's hard to get past. It's hard to get past it when, you know, every time you bring up what's going on, you feel as if this card fell out earlier. Okay, it's like you're really focused on fixing this relationship. Your partner is paying attention, and you know, it may be a way to get their attention by showing that you really and truly are devoted, and that you're not going to walk away, even though you may feel trapped at the moment. You may feel as if you can't move forward, you can't move back, you're just kind of stuck, okay? So while you are working on that, it's usually best to just continue working on yourself. And so we have the Hierophant and the Hermit, okay, which are both really very strong cards to show up together. It just means that, you know, you really need to do a lot of work. You need to decide if this is exactly what you want in your life. If you want this relationship, all relationships are troubled, especially, you know, the twin flame relationships. We tend to trigger each other, and we tend to bring up all these past hurts, and we take them out on our partner. You know, people do that because they're closest to their partner and they feel safe, you know, just laying it all out there. And that's sometimes can turn into this, you know, petty arguing. It's best to, especially if this was in your outcome, if you do want to reconcile, because I see that you are able to bring this about, but it's going to take a lot of work on your part. It's going to take a lot of giving your partner space, and them giving you space as well. No need to freak out or anything like that. I don't see any type of infidelity or things like that going on. But I do see that there is a lot of hurt, and they are tending to maybe take it out on you just a little bit. I do see that absolutely you will be victorious in bringing this relationship to fruition, okay? I see that there is definitely a new beginning, and this is in your column now, okay? I do see that you are looking forward to a new beginning, and that you are willing to do the work and put yourself out there and make yourself vulnerable. Expose your heart, expose your true feelings, open up your heart chakra and your throat chakra, and express all these feelings that you're keeping inside, okay? It may be exactly what your partner needs in order to open theirs as well, okay? Because I really do get the feeling that they are hurting as well, but there are some people who just don't talk about hurtful things. They just act as if they don't exist, okay? I see that, there's going to be a lot of sleepless nights and hurting over this. A lot of tears. A lot of this hurt is going to be brought up. I don't see that you guys are separating right now, and if you are already separated, I do see that you're going to be resolving this very soon, okay? And that your focus is totally going to be on your relationship. So you have the Three of Cups and you have the Soulmate card. I think that you're going to be able to come to some type of agreement where you are going to be able to, express yourself and tell your partner how you feel, and let them know that you love them unconditionally, and I'm sure they will speak up and let you know that as well. I see that you will go through a week or so during September where you are completely compatible. There is a lot of celebration. There's a lot of happy times coming up, and this can be like a really perfect time to, have that heart-to-heart talk with your beloved and express to them exactly how it is you're feeling, that you need to get all these hurt feelings behind you. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle these, okay, and pull some more. Okay. What fell out? I don't know what that was. Let me see what it is. Hang on. Okay. It is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work and nurturing and growing. Okay, so take extra care during this particular time. It's not something, it's going to take some work. It's going to take being brave just a little bit, and being able to, see things from your lover's perspective. Okay. All right. So, okay. I see that you will definitely be opening lines of communication with your partner, and you'll be able to set these troubles that you've had down. I see that there's, of course, you had this just a minute ago. I like these two cards together. I see that you will be able to, once you express to your partner how it is you're feeling and what they're doing is hurting you, that you will be able to lay that down and not worry about it anymore. That you guys will be able to talk and have quite a few very loving and passionate and where's it go? Go out, celebrate, enjoy each other, have a romantic night, rejoice in each other, okay? Really express to each other how you feel, okay? Because it's so easy. It would be so easy just to end the relationship and walk away, but then they're hurting and you're hurting, and it's not really anything that the two of you are wanting to do. I do see that you will be able to completely resurrect this relationship, and that definitely you have a reconciliation that is on the table. Okay. And I do see you have, you know, a whole new beginning that's going to be opening up for you. Like I said, it's like forgive and forget. It's that unconditional love. It doesn't give the other person a license to mistreat you. It doesn't give the other person an excuse to just behave however they want, nor does it for you. But you do allow the other person the freedom to realize that they belong to you and you belong to them. However, you have to express that there's trust. There has to be give and take. There has to be reciprocity in this relationship. You know, you've got to put your faith in each other, okay, in order for this resurrection of this relationship to happen, okay, and for you to start over and completely start over. Let me put this down. So we have Justice and the Ace of Cups. So once you do decide to put this down, okay, and you will be able to, you know, have this happy life and be able to, you know, open your heart, and you will find that love is overflowing for you. Don't be so quick to judge harshly. All right. You have Judgment and Justice. You know, usually when these two cards show up, there could be something legal going on. I don't know if you guys are married and maybe thinking about a divorce, or if there's, you know, maybe some child custody things going on or whatever. But, you know, with this Ten of Cups, it's always best to try to work things out for your family. When there's, like, you know, I don't see anything down here about addictions or abuse or codependent. I just see a lot of, you know, petty little quarreling and gossiping and defensiveness. And of course, that can always hurt feelings, especially when you feel ignored. All right. Your partner is just having a hard time expressing how they feel. So in order to save that marriage and to have this new beginning, okay, you guys need to be able to speak up, okay, and say exactly what it is you want in order to bring your happiness back and save your little family, okay? All right, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. And if you guys would like a personalized reading with me, just remember you can contact me at midnightmoon@gmail.com. And you can also, you know, well, I don't know if I'm going to put a phone number down there yet. I was considering doing that, but that way you could call and leave messages. I don't know that I would be, you know, actually answering the phone calls. I might call back, but it's something, you know, I've kind of been thinking about. That way I can hear your voices and read more into it when I give your readings for you. Okay. So again, thank you all so much for all your subscribes and likes and wonderful comments and all your support. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for that. It means everything to me. Okay. All right. So you guys have a good night. Bye-bye.